So they refer to the OES. I'm part of the office response. I was investigating last year was much more so far. That's excellent. So I'm sure he's an opinion of the victim of it. They want to make that's what I'm thinking. Because the slope comes up, the water comes down, it will turn right. You see how that? Yeah, or it's making things are right. That's right. Yeah. That should be okay. But let me check the slope over here. Yeah, because it's coming out here already. Right? We leave it going this way.
Hey guys, we are live in the Miracle Mile. We are at a natural tar seepage, just a few blocks from the La Brea tar pits. If you're from this area, Mid Wilshire Miracle Mile area, this is a common natural occurrence here. We get tar that seeps in from underground, comes up in the streets and people's yards. And hazmat's here right now trying to contain it. If you've seen the TV show La Brea, it's based on this area.
Yeah, no, they have to. This building right here, every 2,000 gallons. It's the yellow balloon.
It's a natural tar seepage. So basically we are near the La Brea tar pits, where there's a natural occurring, basically like a tar well. The tar comes up from underground. And especially during the summertime, it seeps up, comes out in the streets, comes out into people's yard. Hazmat's currently here trying to clean it up. We are just 2 blocks from the La Brea tar pits, so this whole area is prone to natural tar seeps. And they just filled up 1 bucket full of tar, but it's going to be, they're going to need a lot more barrels, because these tar seeps are, pretty much are nonstop. No, I have scalp psoriasis. I want to use the tar in my hair.
What y'all's websites they have now?
You can see the tar has enough strength to lift up the pavement.
All right, well, have a good one, guys. All right, take care.
A natural hot tar. Yep, exactly like that. Just 2 blocks over, we have the La Brea tar pits, where they have woolly mammoths, skeletons, saber-toothed tiger skeletons, sloth skeletons. That, these are all animals that got stuck in the tar pits. I was actually out on a run, and I had to stop and take some footage. Just the next block over, one of the residential streets also had the same issue, but a lot bigger. Where for over a couple months they had just tar spewing into the roads, and they actually had to put a little mini well in there to control it. Again, we are in the Miracle Mile area, which is mid-Wilshire, right below Hollywood, West Hollywood, here in Los Angeles. We are on Ridgely and 8th Street, so it's just right below Wilshire. And right off of Hauser Boulevard. Yeah, they're probably pretty good. Every now and then you get a really, yeah, right there is one. If you look closely, you can actually see the pavement rising up and down. It's natural tar. Basically, this area was back in the early 1900s with all oil wells, because they, discovered oil here. And this whole area was full of oil wells until they were all tapped out. But there's still a lot of natural spots underground that are still seeping tar. And for us that live in this area, this is something we're used to. Every now and then, especially during the summer when it heats up, you get a lot of natural seepage within the streets, on the sidewalks, in people's yards, and some of the underground structures. And the smell of sulfur and tar, you can smell it coming out of the sewer systems, or just, in the air, especially at night. And they've already collected 1 barrel of tar, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be here all night, continuing cleanup. It's pretty non-stop.
We don't know how long this is going to be. Do you guys have anybody calling any tenants calling about this for today? No, that's Thank you for your help.
Close to La Brea Boulevard, we're a couple blocks down, maybe like 5 blocks from La Brea, which is named after the La Brea tar pits and the natural tar seepage here in the area. Of course, La Brea is Spanish for tar.
But the way that it's coming out right now, it's keep going. It's not bubble out, fill it out, and
space volume to so on this cannot be less than what and everything else both you got very small very down street so
We're in Los Angeles. We are on the Miracle Mile, which is known for the La Brea tar pits, which is a natural tar pit here in Los Angeles. So you ever seen the TV show La Brea on, I think it's on NBC. It's based on this area.
well we can put them in the last room.
let me close this.
Alright. Did we say over there? Yeah, because they're yellow.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Close up, close up.
these are Mikey's
So,
Mikey.
this is truck number, right?
It's a natural tar seepage here in Los Angeles. Basically, the natural tar comes up from the ground. Well, the tar that they collect here is just, I'm guessing, just safely disposed of. But the Indians that were here back in the 1800s and back, they used the tar for building their huts, on their arrows, stuff like that. On their canoes, they would use it to seal-proof the bottom of it. But today, it's just collected, and I'm pretty sure just dumped. Yeah, if you don't like the smell of tar, I would not recommend living in this area. But I like the smell of tar, so I don't mind it, especially during the summertime. Now that it's heating up, at night you can smell the tar, the sulfur within the sewer system. Or at night, especially like at 2 in the morning, the smell of the tar just wafting in the air. And again, we're just 2 blocks away from La Brea Tar Pit, which is the main source of this seep. So basically, the tar needs to come up, and it finds a way to venture out. And again, early 1900s, this whole area was discovered to have oil, so it was just all oil wells in this area until they were tapped out. I think in the about the 40s, 50s, they were tapped out. So And that's when all the residential areas started coming up.
What do you guys like if we had to go in the morning?
Yeah, it's exactly the same thing.
They call it oh, okay.
But of course, this is in its most natural form, since it's coming up straight from the ground. And if you were to touch it, it would be, warm. Not too hot, but it'd be warm. We are in Los Angeles, the Miracle Mile area, which is 3 blocks from La Brea Tar Pits, in between Hauser and La Brea Boulevard. Of course, La Brea Boulevard is named because of this area. Which was all natural tar pits in this area. Yeah, just opened up. They just occur naturally. The tar needs somewhere to go, so it just, finds its way out. And usually it's within the streets, sidewalks, and people's yards and driveways. Like I said, during summer, because of the heat, you get more seepages in the area. Well, they're going to hope it stops. Sometimes they just stop on their own. In other cases, they don't. If they don't, they have to dig up the whole area and put in like a little reservoir to catch the tar. And then every couple of weeks, they have to come in, remove the tar, and it's just a process over and over. A couple of months ago when it was raining crazy here in Los Angeles, down the street there's another tar seepage on the corner, and all that rain caused all the underground water to push up and also push up all the tar. So we had a ton of tar coming out in the sidewalks and in the sewer system as well.
I'm gonna clear out
We have Hazmat here, their Environmental Protection Agency, and the LAPD here all shaking on the situation.
I'm gonna do like a
Yeah, we're just 2 blocks away from La Brea Tar Pits. We're on 8th Street and Ridgely. During the summer months, these tar seeps just pop out of nowhere. All the pressure on the ground, the tar needs to go somewhere.
Somebody fall a hole? Oh, these pants are gone. Oh, not the La Brea Tar Pits.
Yeah, I know what you mean, especially with traffic. If there was no traffic, hey, you're nearby.
I'm borrowing it again.
Well, if you watch the movie, it's a little of both. I forget what the movie was with. I think Mel Gibson. Volcano. I forgot who was in it. But Volcano was based on this area too. I'm in the middle of LA and I hate driving in LA. I was actually out on the run, so I'm like, oh, I'll just stop and take some video for our YouTube, our TikTok viewers.
It's not something like they. Yeah, it's not refinable. Maybe make slurry.
Albino anaconda. Yeah, we're just 2 blocks away from La Brea Tar Pits. I was actually on a run there to do my workout. And I saw the hazmat truck out here. I'm like, okay, something's going on. Nah, it's not scary. I mean, unless you're an animal walking in it, but it's pretty normal for us in this area. Yeah, once they leave overnight, it's gonna leak out for sure.
Coming out here again?
Again.
Again.
Well, the only thing they can do is hope that it just cuts off by itself, because these are natural tar seeps. They'll try to contain it, clean up the tar, and if it cuts itself off on its own, and they just put a little cement over it and that's it. But if it's one of the is one of the ones that don't stop. Like down the street in the corner, there's another one that they actually had to dig out the street. Dig out a small portion of the street, put in a basically like a underground container to catch all the tar. So that means every couple of months, or every couple of weeks actually, depending on how much tar comes out, they have to go in, suck out all that tar and dispose of it. So it can this can either die out or it can last, a couple of weeks, couple of months, or a couple of years. The next street over, there was actually a tar seep in the middle of the street. So and it was a heavy seep, so all the cars were going through it. And it was just causing issues for them for a couple months, and it was just a natural seep. They couldn't stop it. And they had to put in a underground container to collect it all, which the city doesn't like to do because it costs money. Yeah, exactly, Marshall. In Wilshire too, there's a lot of little smaller seeps on the sidewalk, and you get tar everywhere. People walking in, not paying attention to where they're going. The cars driving it. See, if you live in the area, you're used to it, and know to watch out. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. It's just hissing and all the steam coming out of it. Well, it's kind of warm out today, so I can't really feel if the heat's coming off it. But in most cases, you can feel a little bit of heat. Not too much, just a little bit. That's the movie, Volcano with Tommy Lee Jones. Yeah, that was based on this area. And also the series La Brea that was on, I believe, ABC or NBC. Oh, that was also based on this area. Or the cult classic movie Miracle Mile, which is based on, the district Miracle Mile, which is, right, one block right behind me. Everybody's saying that, just the first name, last name. Yeah. And if anybody's into 80s music, the singer Tony Basil lives right down the street right here. How long do you get to stay out here now? How long do you need to stay out here now?
Not too long. We're gonna burn it up, and then have another team tomorrow to clean up some more.
Yeah, they're gonna pick up.
We got 2 barrel out of already.
What was that?
We got 2 barrel
Full. Oh, back up.
clean up already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they can.
Oh, thank you.
This one's supposed to go back to the yard. You don't have to wait.
See you later.
Bye. Thank you.
If you look closely, you can see the pavement rising up and down.
She just came back. She left early. She was gonna move back to Mexico. I guess her brother got an apartment here. Her brother works for us at the community yard.
Oh, yeah.
So she moved in with him.
No lava. Earthquake maybe, but no lava. So we have not had a major earthquake in here in Los Angeles in a very long time. So that's the one thing we're looking out for. Yeah, this whole area was all oil wells. There's still oil. I mean, obviously there's still oil on the ground. There's this area, Mid-Wilshire, also the Baldwin Hills area, which is 6 miles from here. All active oil wells still.
Okay, man. Take care. Have a safe drive. Thank you. Good work, man. Appreciate it.
Ahorita vengo, I'll wait for Chewy, yeah. I believe so, yeah. He just comes drop off the bag.
Again, we are here in the Mid-Wilshire area of Los Angeles, the Miracle Mile District, the natural tar seep. Here on 8th Street and Ridgely, we are just 2 blocks away from the La Brea tar pits where, this tar is seeping from. Yeah, I'm not sure who called it in. I'm pretty sure a resident or somebody probably stepped in it and had to call the city. It is, but I've never seen any fires created by a seep.
Oh, I know. He was here. I know he was gone.
Seen that? And no, funny? He was like, you see the guys before? I was like, I know. Guess what? 2 RVs out there, like, fucking throw them away. And he was like, so what? I was like, throw them away? You could bump them out. I was like, oh, I mean, they fucking pulled them away. The homeless people. And he was like,
Hey, where? How far?
in Silmar?
No, but the berm.
Oh, he wanted to like right here with a sailor right here. There? Another one?
So that's a primary.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one more bag around.
Yeah. Then any overflow, I want to catch it about right here.
Right here.
See, this is a high point, right? Look like this high point. Around here. We can use this. Yeah. I'm gonna use this. Yeah, use this as my.
I'm put one more bag around right there. We move that one.
You know what? If you use this and you overflow here, you flow down this direction, right?
Yeah, I can do that too.
Yeah. If we close it off and it overflow, it backs up and that's going to go over here, right? Yeah, so if you need it, just put it out around here. You just open the something block it, right? And look right here. I don't want to do any direction at all. any chance to go there. Watch this from here on. Building up will go that direction, right? If it travel along with here, then it can cut here, right? So, and then also flow this one, it just sits here. Yeah. So that way we have.
Put another bag here, make it a little higher.
So this gives us enough volume overnight. And this thing, reach this one, we get a third one, and then if it's the third one, we're gonna fill. I would see better than that.
If you're not back out here.
Oh no. I was over.
They're adding a second barrier because the tar is still seeping, and they want to be able to control it from going into the sewer overnight.
That's about an hour and a half, maybe an hour and a half, one of those.
So another one right here.
Just in case. Yeah, I don't want anything to go that direction. Just see how that pushed up over there. It's not too long. It's not a straight line. Yeah. There you go. That's why I don't think it goes that way because it's going against gravity. I don't think it. That's good.
Yeah. We make sure we put on the whole bag.
Yeah.
Do you want a third one?
I would put it right here just in case. Just worry about the hot one here, man. That way, sure.
It's a natural tar seepage here in our neighborhood. We're 2 blocks from the La Brea tar pits, so we get a lot of, over the summer we get a lot of tar seeping up from underground. In this case, it came up on it's in the gutter in the street. Sometimes it will come up in some of the residential yards, driveways, and the underground parking structures. It's been a while since I've seen a seep this large come out closer to my home, which is about 5 blocks away from the La Brea tar pits. Right now we're 3 blocks away from the La Brea tar pits. So right now hazmat is here, and the California Environmental Protection Agency, they're monitoring the seep. They just cleaned out 2 barrels of the tar. They already drove that off, but now they're adding a second barrier to keep the tar from seeping into the sewer system. Yes, this is just La Brea tar pits area, 5 blocks from La Brea Boulevard, 1 block off of Hauser on 8th Street. If you're familiar with Los Angeles, right there is Hauser. I was out for my weekly run and decided to stop and get some footage for our TikTok viewers. It's about 75 degrees here in Los Angeles on the Miracle Mile. We are just off of Wilshire Boulevard on Hauser and 8th Street. The natural tar seepage that's running into the street. I should be exercising, but I was lazy as well, so. You can see here the tar seeping out of the cracks in the street as well. Tar pit in the middle of basically Hollywood. We're just 2 blocks off the La Brea tar pits, which is a natural tar seep that had been there, forever and ever and ever. During the summer, we get a lot of tar seepage within the streets, the residential streets, the main street, which is Wilshire Boulevard. And this one just popped up today. Hazmats here. They just cleaned up 2 barrels of tar, and they created a little brim around it to keep it from overflowing into the sewer system. But they'll be monitoring all night. So in most cases, it will last a couple of days and just die out. Worst cases, it will last a couple of weeks. Even worst cases, it doesn't end. It just keeps on going, and they'll have to put in a like a little tar reservoir underground to catch it all, and they'll have to come by weekly, suck out all the tar and dispose of it. And this area was, late 1800s, early 1900s was all oil wells back in the day, until they were, all capped after they were pretty much sucked up dry. And again, we're 2 blocks from the La Brea Tar Pits, which is the pit and a museum dedicated to all the fossils they found in the tar pit. Woolly mammoths, saber-toothed tigers, giant sloth, and a bunch of different little creatures of that era. And right here in Wilshire, they're actually building out the new extension of our subway line. During that excavation, they actually found more tar pits, Lots of skeletons from woolly mammoths and saber-toothed tigers, all which are animals that, years and years ago got stuck in the tar pits and died, are stuck in these natural seeps. So you can only imagine, when this area was fully open, there was no residential, just open land. These seeps would form. The animals would walk in it and get stuck and die in the tar pits. That was a big one. If anybody here has psoriasis, they're all too familiar with the smell of tar because of the tar shampoo and the tar products we have to use for our skin. I wish there was a way I could bottle this up and use it since it's so expensive on Amazon. You can see the ground going up, rising and dropping with the pressure of the tar seeping. Oh, thank you guys for the likes and shares. I wasn't really coming on to get the likes and shares, but I just wanted to share this with you because it's pretty interesting. It's not often you see brand new tarp seeps like this pop up, and most people in LA don't even know this exists. And by the way, this is Victor with It's Not US Media. We are an independent entertainment media company based here in Los Angeles, celebrating our 15-year anniversary. Yeah, so basically we are 2 blocks from the La Brea tar pits, which is a natural tar seepage. So basically the after thousands of years, the tar has been seeping up from underground. The tar is made up from bacteria, organisms, and all the breaking down of the animals that have been caught in the tars in the seep over the year. So basically it's bacteria burping. That gas has to be released, so the tar seeps up, the gas seeps up, and during the summer months when it gets warm out, it actually causes more of these seeps to come out. And basically, since this area is all urban now, streets, residential houses, skyscrapers, the tar has to find a way to seep out. And in this case, it decided 8th Street was the best spot to seep. can see it's a residential area. Homes here. And to the right of the Seep is a large apartment complex. Over the winter, when we had the heavy storms here in Los Angeles, that picked up our water levels, so all the underground water started rising, which also affected these tar seepages. So it caused the tar to seep up as well. And down the street in the corner, during one of the rainstorms, there was so much water coming through underground that it started gushing like a little mini river with tar. It's pretty cool to see. And if you live in this area, I've been here for the last almost 20 years now. My partner had lived here all his life. This is just a natural occurrence, something we're used to. And something to look out for when you're walking or, riding your bike or driving, because you do not want to get tar on your feet or all over your car, especially on your hands. It's a pain to get off. It's a little tar pit. A lot of the kids like sticking their fingers in it, and they go home full of tar. Let me shut up a little bit, you can actually hear it. I want to sit here in the grass, but I'm pretty sure there's just tar in the grass, so I don't want to get it all over my ass. Yeah, if you're just joining us, we are in the Mid-Wilshire area, just 2 blocks away from the Liberated Tar Pits. This is a natural tar seepage just coming up from underground. The tar pits have been in this area, before man existed. When this land was all, Indian, just the Tongva Indian that used to live in this area, they used to use the tar within their huts, on their arrows, and they would also use it to seal up the bottom of their canoes. A lot of uses they had for this. But today, it's just, for people around here, it's more of a nuisance. And the city uses a lot of money to clean it up. Because they don't want it getting into the sewer system. Because if it gets in the sewer system, it's going to run into our water channels, or LA River, Bologna Creek. I know, right? How long do you get to stay out here?
Just until
Next truck comes. Till the next truck comes.
no, we got to sign off some paperwork.
Oh.
We're waiting for some sandbags, and then they'll pick up the rest of the debris.
This
And then we'll come back and check it tomorrow.
Is this considered overtime for you?
Not yet.
Not yet. I decided to go live on TikTok, so I didn't feel like running.
I'm seriously TikTok. I was like, okay, so what's so interesting about that on TikTok?
People just like watching stuff. I mean, right now there's 70 people watching. The most I had was about 250.
And you're just watching that bubble like that?
Just bubbling it up, yeah. I mean, a lot of people, especially here in LA, don't even know that the tar pits exist. And they just drive by it and not even notice.
What is that thing? Space shield. Oh, they left with all the tools. Ah. I've never seen this before. Gotta improvise. It works. Oh man. Yeah, I got a flat thing though.
I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. Hear the steam wheezing out of it. If you guys follow, I'm gonna come back here a little later tonight, once it's dark, to see how once the hazmat leaves, see how much tar is in the street. Because I'm pretty sure it's gonna overflow. Yeah, most people in this area, they're pretty much we pretty much know this is something we have to look out for. May pop up in their yard. Does anybody want me to run over to the Liberated Tar Pits? I was going to end the live, but if you want, I'll run that way, and you can see how close we are to this oil seep. And if you follow, I'm going to be going live again once the sun goes down, traffic dies out, so you can actually get some better audio from the tar seep. It's pretty cool hearing it hiss as it seeps out. 2 blocks away. We are just off of Hauser. So if you're from this area, it's just 2 blocks from the Bray Tar Pits. And this is a brand new Seep that just came out today. I wish I had my external microphone with me. It's like, so you can get a better listen at the tar coming out of the ground. But if you follow, I'll be on again in probably 2 hours, so you can get a better listen.
Ah, că te-ai ieșit de la tarti.
Da, mă, e să moare. Oi, da, asta.
Sei Igor să duci cap telefonul. E foarte rasol. Trebuie să calc o mașină.
It does. Usually in the summertime when it heats up, but over the winter, because all the rains, we had a.
All night.
If people want to watch, I'm on TikTok live. Yeah, I'm gonna come back later and just stream. Extra cash. As I was saying, like over the winter, we had a lot of rain here in LA, and all that rain caused the water levels on the ground to rise up, which also pushed the tar from the ground. So one of one street over, it's residential street. It just got inundated with tar seepage coming out, and for a couple of months they had to deal with the tar coming out until they finally had to dig up the street and put in basically an underground tar reservoir to catch it all, so they could suck it out. Also in Wilshire, the same thing happened there as well, and they put in a underground container to collect the tar. But usually as fast as they come, they'll die out. Sometimes they'll last a couple of weeks, sometimes a couple of months, sometimes a couple of years. Like just up the street right here, that house right here where you see the right there where you see the plants there was a natural seepage there as well, but that was there for years and years and years until recently it finally dried out. We're in Los Angeles in the Miracle Mile area, which is mid Wilshire, just below West Hollywood. It's a natural tar seepage, which is 2 blocks from La Brea tar pits. So basically, the seepage from the tar pit is seeping out this way. You know, the tar needs somewhere to go. With the heat of the summer, it just causes it to become a little bit more unstable. It's natural tar seeping up from underground. And this whole area in the late 1800, early 1900 was all oil wells until they were completely sucked dry. But we still have our La Brea tar pits here, which is a naturally occurring tar pit. Yeah, we are 2 blocks from La Brea tar pits, and sometime during the summer, we get the tar seeping out into the residential area. So basically, this began today sometime, and hazmat was called out to clean it up. They took away 2 barrels of tar that was in the street, and they created a little absorbent brim around it. But now they have to monitor it pretty much all night to see if it stops on its own or if they need to continue cleaning it up.
It never ended. What did you say?
For those just joining us, we are on 8th Street here in Los Angeles, just off the Hauser Boulevard in the Miracle Mile District. Natural tar seepage here in the street. Basically, we're 2 blocks from La Brea tar pits, and
I need you in the back a little bit. I need to do more work here.
okay.
So, stay back.
Basically, the tar is seeping from the tar pits into the street 2 blocks away. We're going to add more sand to the brim. The reason why they want to keep it contained because they don't want it running into the sewer system. Because if it gets into the sewer system, then it'll run into the local channels into the river. Basically, it'll run into Bologna Creek, which runs into Marina del Rey and the Santa Monica Harbor. Earlier, they cleaned out 2 barrels of tar. It doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon, so they're going to be here all night cleaning this up to prevent it from going into the sewer system. The men doing the work are from Hazmat, and the officer on the right is part of the Environmental Protection Agency. And they get sent out here to make sure it doesn't become a bigger issue than what it needs to be. And if you follow along, I'm going to come back out here later tonight so we can get some better audio from the seep. It's really cool hearing the audio seep. I'm hearing the tar seep up from the ground. Right now, since there's so much traffic going by, you can't really hear it too well. Well, my battery's getting low, so I'm going to sign off. But if you follow, I will be back here later tonight so we can see how the tar seepage is doing once these guys are done. Because it's for sure going to overflow tonight. And for sure somebody's going to drive in it as they usually do. But yeah, this is Victor for It's Not You, It's Me Media. We're signing off from this tar seepage just off of Wilshire Boulevard in the Miracle Mile District. Again, follow, share, like. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in a few hours.